What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to another episode of my play a live comm something or other. I don't actually have a name for it, and the reason why I say another episode is because I'm not going to do episode numbers in the audio because there's some videos that I'm going to be leaving out and I'm going to be explaining why. First of all, I just need to clear one thing up one final time, and then I promise you guys I'm not going to say anything on the matter again. In the meantime, I'm going to be playing a random person again, see who we come up against and see what we can do. You guys know what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about the styles of play, and the only thing I'm going to say on the styles of play is, okay, I agree, everyone has their own style of play. I'm not going to be able to change it however anyone plays or anything. I have my own opinions on each style of play. You guys have your own opinions on each style of play, and we're just going to leave it there because we're not getting anywhere with it. It's causing a lot of kind of animosity between me and you guys. It's causing a lot of animosity between some of the subscribers that I've got between themselves. Just generally arguing and stuff, and it's not what I'm about, you know. I'm here to entertain, hopefully, and I appreciate, you know, I'm a skiller and it's just one style of play as well. I also appreciate the irony in quite a bit of one of those videos where I was just complaining about sweating and 1-2s, and there I was just doing 1-2s and chip through balls. Like, I get it. Like, I'm just going to take a step back from the situation. Hopefully you guys appreciate that, you know, I've done that, and I'm just going to absolutely leave it there and trying to get back on some better terms with some better topics, I guess. So here we are. I didn't even look at that guy's lineup, so I don't know how he's going to play. I don't know who he's got. He's got Nani there on the ball. Torre. I guess he's got a Premiership squad. So this could be an interesting game if he's got. He had quite a good rated team actually, didn't he? He had in the high 80s. So what the other thing I wanted to talk about was the player subscriber series. Now I do want to continue that a little bit, but I'm also going to hello. Oh, that's a nice goal. That is a lovely goal. Yeah, player subscriber series. What the reason why I've actually got 2 episodes to upload. But I'm not going to upload them, and I'm going to replay the guys that I played because, you know, I played them for this, and basically it's Linlow and Connor Bry, who were the last 2 people I've played that I haven't uploaded. Basically, I'm not uploading the videos because I've listened to them back, and it's just nothing more but a lot of me moaning, and, you know, like I say, that's not what I'm here to do. So I'm not going to upload the video because the topics, it just gets basically me just, you know, having a moan and whatnot, and like I say, you know, I don't really want that, so I'm not going to upload those. I'm going to get in contact with those 2 people again, and that was unlucky. Yeah, I'm going to get in contact with Conor Bryan Linlow again, play the matches again, have some better topic discussions, and just generally try to keep that positive feel on the channel, because I'm not the kind of negative person I seem to be making myself out to be, and I understand it's completely me and myself getting wound up in all these kind of debates and stuff when I really shouldn't. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. But this episode is Sunday night currently for me, and what happens tonight, pretty much, what I'm going to talk about is probably the Premiership. Like, I'm well excited that the Premiership started again, you know, or just football in general. You know, a massive football fan. Obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan. Going to talk a little bit about the Gervinho incident, which is probably going to stir up some more debate because it's going to seem like I've got a biased opinion, which I probably have. That was a terrible pass. Yeah, so we're going to start with Cesc Fabregas. It appears, I've been listening to Sky Sports News this evening, and it appears Fabregas is on his way to Barcelona for 40 million euros, which is about 35 million pounds. And yeah, there's 2 things about this, the 2 sides of the coins for me for this. By the way, guys, I'm just going to use like sweaty moves a little bit more in my play now if it gets me into better positions. I'm going to, you know, you guys said I do it sometimes, everybody does, so I'm just going to play how the game takes me and not really try be a try-hard with any specific style. But yeah, so Fabregas going, it's interesting for me for a few reasons. And like, here's why, basically. Like, the first reason is the money we get from Fabregas can hopefully be spent on a very good player to shore up the defence that we need, or maybe a world-class keeper, or maybe a world-class striker, or another centre midfielder, or basically I really hope Wenger spends the money that he receives, because if he doesn't, we're going to struggle this season. Like, we can't lose our best players year in, year out and still compete at the highest level. So we definitely need to buy in some new players, and this money should hopefully be what gets us that. And that's one of the positive things about Fabregas leaving. And another one of the positive things about Fabregas leaving, as that guy scores there with Yaya Toure. Yeah, another positive thing about Fabregas leaving is kind of his attitude in the club. Like, last season, wasn't a great season for him. After, other than the fact he had injuries, you can tell his heart's not in it, and you don't want a player at your club if they're not really interested in playing for your club. So in that sense, I'm glad he's leaving, and hopefully at Barcelona we'll see a bit more of Fabregas that we're used to seeing. Hopefully he'll show the world-class player again that he really is. Oh, here we go. Well saved, keeper. Yeah, so like that's good for Fabregas. The sad part about Fabregas leaving is obviously he is a world-class player, and Arsenal can't really afford to lose those sort of people right now. And if Nasri goes as well, which is seeming likely, we could be in big trouble this season, and that's not exciting for me. Although I am excited to see the new boys in a bit more action. Gervinho looked very lively against Newcastle until the red card, which I'll discuss in a bit. But the only other thing about Fabregas leaving, like Fabregas going to Barcelona, in my opinion, is going to do two things for the guy's career. The first thing it's going to do is either make him look half the player he looked at Arsenal, because he's surrounded by like midfielders that he could, that play a lot better than him. If he's still young in his career. Xavi and Iniesta are two phenomenal midfield playmakers, and Fabregas could get kind of swallowed up by the fact that he's not the big fish anymore at the club, which I hope doesn't happen. The other thing that could happen to Fabregas being at Barcelona is the fact that he gets to train with these guys week in, week out. We could see like the kind of birth of a midfielder that we're only going to see once every 20 years. Like we could see Fabregas is a great midfielder anyway, but we could start seeing like Fabregas doing things and playing in ways we've never seen before, simply because here he goes with his fucking Agbon Lahore. Yeah, simply because he's playing at a higher quality than he would be at Arsenal. Oh, come on, send him through. Yeah, so playing at a higher level for Fabregas could make his career 100 times better than it has been at Arsenal, and I'm really excited to see how Guardiola plays with Fabregas, because I really hope he puts Xavi, Iniesta and Fabregas all in the team at the same time, because that'd be so fun to watch. Like three of the best passing midfielders in the world playing together at the same time in the same team. It would just be phenomenal to watch, and like Barcelona have got a great deal there, getting Fabregas, like he could be massive for them. But going back onto the Premiership, I'm going to talk firstly about the Arsenal game. Like, we played Newcastle. Gervinho looked lively, like he really did look good. And other than his end product, which will come with time, like when he gets used to the Premiership, a bit more training. We're still at the beginning of the season. That end product will hopefully come like it did for him at Lille. And if that happens, he's going to be a monster for us. And I had a little bit of a debate with a subscriber about where Gervinho would play, and he played on the wing for us against Newcastle. But I do still think he's going to be a central striker, because he's just got that, I don't know, that kind of killer instinct. Oh, go on, Ron. Oh, ref, come on. What? Yeah, but obviously the thing with Joey Barton now, like, let's make no bones about it. Song should have been sent off for stamping on Barton. There's no question about that. He was already on a yellow card anyway, so even if it wasn't seen as a sending off offence, which it should have been, then he should have been booked, you know, a second booking and should have been sent off. Now, the thing with Gervinho, whether he dived or not is debatable. I don't know. I haven't really watched the replay of that in detail because the kind of fracas with Joey Barton was a little bit more prominent on the screens than a bit more prominent than the whole dive incident. But you know, Joey Barton, he should not have gone up to Gervinho and grabbed him up like that. You know, like that should be a red card in itself. And you know, he had no reason to react like that. He could have just let the ref wave play on. He could have just got on with the game, said nothing more, and carried on going about his business. You know, and he's apologised on Twitter as well. I understand about how he acted and how he shouldn't have done that, and etc. etc. But you know, and he made a lot of the slap, and Gervinho should have been sent off for the slap as well. Like, I'm not denying he shouldn't have been sent off. But like the ref's just inconsistent there. Like, Joey Barton started the whole thing. He needs to either send them both off or send neither of them off. But unfortunately, like it just seemed like the ref was a bit card happy against Arsenal, and that was a little bit annoying in that game. Like, and the other thing, like, you know, we kind of dominated Newcastle, but didn't have that end product, which is always a thing with Arsenal. You know, it's the same thing last season. Whenever we get like around the box, that's when it lets us down, and it's just not good enough. You know, like, we really need to find that killer instinct that we had like during the Invincibles years, and kind of just get back, like, just scoring goals for fun like we used to do. Because at the moment we're not scoring goals, and it's showing. And like, you know, it's early in the season, and already in that Newcastle game we had 2 chances right at the end of the game. Where Walcott could have been put through for one of them, and then Walcott should have done a lot better with another one of the chances. And like, right at the end of the game with 10 men, you need to be taking those chances. I know it's still early in the season, but these points all matter. Like, you know, you need to pick up the 3 points where you can, and I feel like Arsenal really should have picked up the 3 points against Newcastle, but we didn't. So yeah, like, we really need to strengthen in that area. The good thing about the season is, like, the start of the season, Chelsea only drew with Stoke, and Liverpool only drew as well. So, you know, in that sense, all is good, because like, kind of, like, you know, our closest rivals have already dropped points as well, and Manchester United, he's got to be offside there. How is that not offside? Yeah, Man United won today, and they played really well, and like, West Brom played really well as well against United. Shane Long scored on his debut, and Ashley Young's going to get credited for a goal on his debut as well. But that was quite a good game. But Man United looked strong, you know, like, other than the fact now that they've got Vidic and Ferdinand out for quite a period of time, I understand, like Ferdinand 6 weeks. Like, you know, so Smalling and who's their other centre-back, Evans, are going to really have to step up their game, because they're, you know, new to Manchester United, if you like, and it's going to be quite tough for them. Oh, come on, Fernandinho. Don't lag, game. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, so obviously Man United won, and then we've got Man City playing tonight as you guys are watching this. And Man City, I feel like they're going to be, well, how to say it? They're going to be a machine this season. Like, they've got the players there to win the Premiership. Now, the only reason why they might not win the Premiership is lack of experience. But saying that, you know, Yaya Toure, Champions League winner, Kolo Toure, Premiership winner, Carlos Tevez, Premiership winner. You know, they have got incredible players. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh. Yeah, like, they have got players that have won stuff, but you know, they're not experienced playing together in this Manchester City team. So it could be either a massive season for them where they win a lot, or they could flop and, you know, spend a lot of money on people that aren't going to perform for them. But I am very, very excited about seeing Aguero playing for City. Like, you know, obviously he's an incredible player. Like, even on FIFA and stuff, you know, he's a great player, and it should be really, really good to see him in the Premiership, and hopefully TepentheZ stays in the Premiership as well. Yes, sweaty. Look at me sweating it up. Yeah, hopefully TepentheZ stays, and that'll be you know, 2 Argentinians then as well. So it should make him feel a bit more at home, and you know, it will just be really, really good for the Premiership if both those players are playing together. Oh wow, he really messed that up, didn't he? Oh, he's got to be offside, ref. Yeah. Yeah, so other than that, like there wasn't really any shocking results to the start of the season. Obviously, there was a Wolves win and Bolton winning 4-0. I think Bolton won, sitting top of the table at the moment. But the opening season, other than inconsistency from the top teams, it hasn't really shown anything yet. To be honest, like Chelsea, like looked average today against Stoke, who, you know, I'm a big fan of the way Stoke play and like what they're about. But yeah, like they made Chelsea look very, very average. This is full time. We'll see if the guy wants to go into extra time and penalties. If not, I'll continue talking about how definitely average Chelsea are. What does he want? Extra time only. I'll go with that. Oh, don't end the match as a draw, mate. Come on, grow a set of balls. It's just a fucking game. Oh well, it looks like he's going to end the match as a draw. I would have happily gone into extra time and penalties with them. So I'll talk about Chelsea a bit more later, guys. Anyway, like as always, thanks for watching. Apologies for the incredible amount of moaning over the last couple of episodes. I will try and tone it down, and I promise you I will not say another word on the subject which has caused all this debate anyway. That was a pretty good game. As you can see, I've got the DNF has gone down for me there because I actually had to quit a game because I had to go and I was winning as well, so it's quite annoying. Yeah, so thanks very much for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you like, let me know in the comment section whether you would prefer I played subscribers or whether you would prefer I played randoms. Let me know. Let me know if you want a mix of both or whatever. And yeah, as always, and I've said as always about 7 times already. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.